Hello everyone, this is Mr. Lewick, and this video is to show you some information that you need to take the grade 5 science test for New York State. So first I want to show you a few examples of some types of questions that you'll see on the test. So first you may see some multiple choice. Uh, Over on this side, there's showing you there's 5 different answers. All you need to do is click in a box to select an answer, but you need to know that sometimes there will be more than one correct answer. And if that's the case, you can click in multiple boxes. So keep that in mind. You always want to read all your answer choices. All right, let's go to the second type of question example. All right, you may be asked to enter check marks on a table. So over here we have a table, and when I click inside of it, I can add check marks. And to get rid of the check mark, I simply just click on the check mark and voila, it is gone. All right, so let's check out a third type of question that you'll see on the test. All right, you might be asked to place words or pictures into boxes in an object to answer a question. So to do this, you simply click and hold and drag it to where you want it, and you could do it with multiple boxes. To get rid of a shape or word that you already dragged and dropped, just click on it and drag it off. And remember, on your Chromebook, you want to use 2 fingers to do that. So your 2 pointer fingers, one finger to click and press in the corner of your touchpad, and the other finger drives around on the touchpad to drop it where you want it. All right, the fourth type of question that you may see is to complete a graph. So if you see something like this and it asks you to complete the graph, you have to move the bars on the graph to the correct height. So I go to a circle, click and hold with one finger, drag with the other to move it where I want it. And I can always go back down. All right, so those are some examples of some types of questions that you'll see as far as how you have to show your answers. Now we're going to look at some actual test questions from previous tests so you get an idea of how it's going to look and how you use these tools down at the bottom. All right, so when you start the test, you'll see a button that says Start Test, and you simply just click on Start Test. And here we go. We have question number 1. All right, here's the first question. There'll always be directions at the top. Read all the directions. And this one says that I need to base my answers to questions 1 through 6 on the information below. So you can scroll down. Here's a scroll bar here, and you want to read all the information. And then over on the right hand side, there is a question. And there's a scroll bar here too, in case you need more room. So you read it, and this one talks about, let's see, one external structure that functions to support the behavior of the beaver. That information is going to be over here. And I type my answer inside this text box. You click, look for the cursor, and let's see, one external structure of this beaver. I'm going to say small eyes. All right, so type just like regular, backspace to delete. Make sure it makes sense, and then you have to explain it because in the question it says to explain how this structure supports the behavior. So down in this box, you would click and type. There's some math tools here that you won't need. There are some other tools down here that you might use. All right, one of them is a highlighter. If there's some information that you want to highlight in the text, you click highlighter and then click and drag. Ooh, beaver's eyes work best for short distances. That might be something where you use an answer for an external structure, and then to support it, make sure you read the whole text. If you need to get rid of the highlighter, click on it again, go up here, and look, it turned into a circle with a white X there. Click on it and it disappears. All right, so let's go to question number 2. Over on the right hand side, you'll see a next button. Point to go forward. Let's go forward. All right, question number 2. Again, it's the same information because I have to use this information in questions 1 through 6, and this is question number 2. So over here, I go to the question. Remember, I can scroll down if need be, read it, and decide which one of the facts Answers the question. Best describes how the teeth function to support the survival of the beaver. Now, if you read that question, you're like, I don't know. Problem, go back to the text and look for the information. You can even use the highlighter to highlight the information that will support your answer. All right, so let's see. A, though that one does. Maybe B. When you have the one that is the best answer, click it, leave it, and go to the next question. Here's number 3. Ooh, more information. Let's see. Question number 3. Some maps. I want to look at it, try to figure out what it's telling me. All right. I see. And then go over the question on this side and you select which one you think is the best answer. Again, read all your choices. Go back and check the text to make your answer can actually be found in the text. All right. Be sure about your answer. Don't rush. All right. Next question. Number 4. Scroll to the top. All right. Looks like the same information here for number 4. All right. Read the question. It's talking about the graphs. One graph shows. So I want to scroll down and look at those graphs. And remember, you can scroll up and down to make sure you can see the information that you need. And then down here, because it says describe, I have to do some more typing. Click, and then you can start typing the graph, and then you would finish that. All right, you won't need any of the math tools here. Let's go on to the next question. Number 5. All right, let's see. More information. Looks like we have some models to look at. Pond, stream. Make sure you understand what it's showing you. Ooh, a key. That's going to help. Home must be different homes of different beavers. All right. So lots of information. And again, go over the question on this side. Which statement best explains why one of the designs is more appropriate for maintaining the beaver population around the pond? Read all the questions. Click the one that you think makes the best sense. If you're not sure, go back and check. Even if you think you are sure, go back and see if the information on this side matches the information in the answer that you chose. Be sure, do your best. Make your teacher proud. All right, let's go to the next one. Number 6. Information below. There's that North American beaver again. Make sure you read the information. Got some more maps. All right. All the information from all the questions is now in number 6. It says identify one environmental factor other than humans that could be responsible for changing a beaver population. Now, don't make up your own thing. Maybe you're thinking, I am a North American beaver expert, and that's wonderful. But you need to use answers that you find in the text over on this side. Don't just make stuff up. You can find the answer in the text. It is in there. You can even use this highlighting tool to highlight what you think you're going to use for your answer. Okay, be sure about it. So 2 parts here. You have to type the environmental factor, all right, and then state your claim. Back that up. Why is that true? It's going to be found right in the text. The graphs are going to help you. The model is going to help you. Ooh, here's some environmental factors here, forest area and such. All right. All right. So let's pretend you're all done taking the test. You want to make sure you've answered everything. So I want you to notice there up in the left-hand corner here, it says review and submit. That's a button. When I click on that, it's going to show me what's going on here. All right. So I only had 6 questions in this test. If it's white, that means I've answered it. If it's colored in, there is a problem. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's unanswered. I want to fix that. So I'm going to go to question number 2. I just clicked on it and it takes me there. And lo and behold, look, I did not click on one of the answers. So I want to click on it now. Now, each page does have a review button. Again, that's going to show you while you're going through. This one just says review. So at any time you can go through and make sure you've answered all of them. But when you get to the very last page, it says review and submit. All right, so let's click it again. I've answered all of them. looking pretty good. Now, when I think I'm all done with the test, you can let the teacher know that you're done. Yeah, you're not out of the test yet. Don't ever click the submit test button until you've checked with your teacher. Once you click that, you can't go back. It's the land of no return, turn. So make sure you call the teacher over to click submit test. Don't click it without the teacher there. All right. You need to be able to do that. So once the teacher says, great job, you are great at science, you're done, you can click submit test. And it's going to ask you, are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure this time. And it's going to tell me test is submitted. And you're done. Great job. And then you just kind of hang out in your seat, wait for directions, be considerate of others around you working. Don't disturb them. You are smart. You did great. All right. Good luck.